Outlaw, macho, drive-in.
After the TNA era, they basically become the governing body for a lot of indies, and they basically mainly start working with Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, which I did watch weekly for quite a while. Um, Walter Sylvie and I used to watch it together over chat, until NWA Powerrr started, and he still watches occasionally Championship Wrestling for Hollywood. I have not watched it in for 2 years now. Actually, I watched. It's been even longer than that because there was a while where their shows were taped like 5 months ahead of time, and I was just like, all
Oh my
right,
God.
I don't really want to watch somebody who was doing something completely different right now, where this was taped months ago. Which TNA also did that for a while, but yours was only like 2 months ahead of time. Um, NWA Powerrr,
Into the fire. Yeah. Here we go.
we watched a lot of Powerrr together. Us, Walter, and James. Let's face it.
I watched. Hey, I watched the first few episodes too.
That's what I mean. I said we. Like,
But I did. Yeah, but I did.
you and I watched.
Yeah. I mean, I just named Walter and James, and I was like, hey, wait a minute, I was in the.
I know. I said we watched it with them. So
Oh, we watched.
you-
Oh, I thought we in the comment. My bad. My bad. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. I'm an old man. I have hearing problems.
It's all right.
What?
And that show, I like the simplicity of it. I like the studio setting. And I agree, not every match needs to be like 15, 20 minutes, but damn, for every match to be basically like 3 minutes long and don't really get any heat on anybody.
There was a lot of building block matches, and a lot of episodes did not have that one match that carries the rest of the.
No. Their first pay-per-view, Into the Fire, was... so their second one was... I guess I don't want to say their first pay-per-view. Their first post-Powerrr pay-per-view, I should say.
Yeah.
Was their second one was really... That's where, like, started using a lot of stuff with, like, Ring of Honor. Ultimately, Powerrr was essentially competition for... Paul Regional Wrestling, because it was a parody show.
It was a parody show, yeah. Oh god, I remember Walter going through the roof when I said that the first time.
Yeah, well, it is.
It was a parody of 80s wrestling. It's not like even a contemporary parody. It was a parody of the NWA of old, and that's the problem. It's
for stuff.
Yeah, the problem is was not the studio setting but it's the whole idea that having a show in a studio setting, great, amazing stuff. But the whole idea of centering the show of, look, we're in a studio setting, look, we are using the 80s theme, look, we have these old stock commercials, which are essentially parodies.
Yes.
Like, these are straight up parodies. They're not like even unintentional parodies. They're just parodies of old wrestling promos. And there's a place for this, and this is why I tapped out of watching Powerrr before any of you guys, because I was like, I think one day came, Powerrr is about to be on, and I was like, you know what? I'd rather sleep. I'm not gonna.
I honestly, I remember that message. I remember a message where you said that, and it might not have been the exact time. You might have said it maybe a week later, even. But I do remember you saying a message about that, and I was just like, I understand, because the time I used to get off work at 5 o'clock, and NWA Powerrr would start at 5:05. So a lot of times I would start it in the car and just listen to it, and I'd be home by like 5:10, 5:15. And shit, you probably missed like 3 matches at that point, because this is how short they are. But I'd watch the rest of it. Since their relaunch a couple months ago, I have only seen some pieces. Until last night, I did.
Thank you for joining us on the Outlaw Macho Drive-In. If you liked that video, please click like. and subscribe to our channel for more content from the drive-in. For full episodes of our podcast, you may look us up on Anchor, Spotify, or wherever your favorite podcasts are available. Just search for Outlaw Mud Show Drive-In. And if it's not too much trouble, would you help us out here? Spread the word, share. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. We love you. Bye.